Y'all, it is so hot out here in this garden. I just told a friend it's really making me question what am I doing? I have spent days out here in this heat fighting squash bugs up until just a few minutes ago. So far, I am slightly staying ahead, but man, it's been a battle. And I'm like, why am I doing this? I've got some stuff in the freezer and I've managed to can some stuff this year, not much. About to can some tomatoes as soon as they're ready, which won't be long. Way further this year than I got last year. Last year we were able to eat a little bit out of the garden, but this year I've actually been able to put some stuff away. Now let me change that. Last year I got stuff in the freezer, but I wasn't able to can anything. This year I've been able to do that for the first time, but I have fought and fought and fought for this stuff, and I'm doing it organic, you know, the best I can, using organic products and different suggestions that I've learned on YouTube from people. I'll show you this pumpkin I have fought for, and it's a pumpkin, but I'm just determined. On this cattle panel, I don't know if you can see it behind me, this year, my first year to have one, in fact, try not to make you sick, but I'm gonna do pumpkins on this, and squash bugs, same issue, been fighting those. But anyway, I'm gonna turn this around and show you this little guy. First of all, let me show you this. That started out like that and ended up like this. And yes, he has been wounded by squash borers, and I have dug every one of them out, injected BT, and then wrapped this in medical bandage material, which works out really, really good. And it is now starting to turn orange. I've got a little bit of a shade cloth up here to protect some new bean starts that I've got going, and so I just wanted to show you that. He's wounded up here a little bit. I ran out of my bandage tape, so I had to use some gauze and white medical tape. But I can tell y'all, it works. This thing is thriving and going all the way up and over. So, all right, I came back around here, over here by the tomatoes and okra, corn, and the little zucchini and squash trees. Since I'm growing them up on stakes, have done well and been a big help in fighting the squash bugs. I'm able to see them really well, plus the eggs. I don't have to bend over as much. And I've got some new zucchini coming up. Anyway, question myself doing this in this heat. I know I look ragged, y'all. It made me think about my mom and dad, but I remember hearing my mom talk about they grew up following fruit picking, and also they picked a lot of cotton. Both of my parents picked a lot of cotton, my aunts and uncles, grandparents. And I remember her saying that when they had a garden growing up, they always ate really good. There were times, I guess, I don't know if they were following the fruit. I don't know. They didn't have the garden. There were times they ate mustard sandwiches. So just remembering her talking about when they had a garden, they ate good. And back then, they didn't have all the conveniences of gardening like we have today. Like in this garden, I have the ground cover, and I have a drip system for watering, and just a lot of different things that, you know, they didn't have back then. Probably didn't have a water hose either. Probably had to bucket water. I don't know that, but I'm just assuming. She never said. But as I'm out here and I'm burning up and I'm sweating, I'm taking 3 showers a day, and I'm fighting for everything in this garden. I'm getting frustrated because of the heat and everything it's taken to try to learn how to grow some food. I remember her saying that. It just plays over and over in my head. And I know her and my dad, my aunts and uncles, grandparents, cousins, and even Kirk's family did the same. Nothing to complain about here. We've been fine even when we haven't had a garden. So I just want to know, and I wanted to learn. Who would have thought making a garden would make me emotional, but it's a very close attachment that it gives me to my parents, who have both been long gone for some time now, and I miss them very much. Anyway, I'm going to continue to fight and get as much out of this garden as I can, and I've learned so much since last year. And I've come a long way, and I've got a long way to go, and so much more to learn. My baby sister Gina, she's like a gardening superstar to me. She's done so well. I think she got Mom and Dad's green thumb. So, anyway, just want to share that. To all the gardeners out there who are battling the squash bugs and the vine borers, just keep going. And I'll just tell you, the BT that I inject with an 18 gauge needle and that medical wrap, the stretchy kind, it has kept all of this stuff alive. Otherwise I would have already pulled it all. So if you're having that trouble, try it. Anyway, I'll try to stay cool out here, stay hydrated for sure, and hope your garden's doing well. God bless you.